here, and welcome to a real numbers episode on the monster called an Aviansie. If you guys haven't heard of these live in the God Wars dungeon. They are in almost every part of the God Wars dungeon, and I will be killing them in Armadill's encampment. So they're level 128 to 136. It doesn't really matter because the XP will average out. I'll be keeping track of range and defense XP during this, and I'll just multiply one of them by 2 to get the total experience. So they give you ranging from 687 experience per kill to 837 experience per kill, but as I said, it doesn't really matter because I'll be averaging it out. So this is the gear I'll be using for the higher level setup. Armadillos are, the works, I've used it before. And the other setup I'll be using is the lower level setup, which is this. Obviously any of these items can be switched out. Maybe like a Slayer helmet if you're on a Slayer task, that would definitely be a good idea. Once again, it's just whatever is in your budget. It would be nice if you could use the best stuff you can afford and then even just sell it right after, because you will kill them a lot faster and you'll in turn make more money. So the drops I'll be picking up are only the adamant bars and charms, obviously, but I'm not going to keep track of the charms because that's not a really relevant number. So they drop 4 noted adamant bars at a time. Obviously, it's not every time, otherwise everyone would be there, but it is fairly often. I'm going to be doing this for 15 minutes, and if I don't feel that it's too accurate, I'm going to do 30 minutes, because I've noticed that although it's pretty frequent, it's kind of inconsistent. So if I feel like maybe I got really lucky or really unlucky, I'll do it for another 10 or 15 minutes. So I'm going to show you guys how I'm going to be getting there now. There are some small requirements for this. One would be a item from Armadill so that they're not all aggressive to you. As you'll notice, I'm wearing full Armadill, but I'm also wearing a Zerite bow, and any item that next drops prevents all monsters in there from attacking you, from being aggressive to you, I should say. So it doesn't matter that I'm wearing Armadill. However, with the lower level setup, I have no item, so if it becomes too much of a bother, I may just equip like Armadill gloves or boots, because it doesn't affect the kills by too much. But if I don't feel like doing that, then I may use some cheap item, if you guys can't afford Armadill gloves or boots, such as an Armadill Mitra, I think that's how you pronounce that. And because you don't really get too much bonus from the snakeskin bandana. As you can see, you actually get more bonus from the Armadill Mitra, or however you want to pronounce that. So, as I said, I'm going to show you guys how I'm going to get there now. You can start in any place if you have a fire rune and a law rune. The requirements to use this teleport is a quest called Edgar's Ruse. You do not have to have this quest in order to do God Wars Dungeon. It is just a lot more handy. However, it doesn't really matter that much because you don't do trips, because the adamant bars they drop are noted. So, if you don't have this quest done, then you just run through Trollheim Mountain, and you may be thinking, I don't know how to do that, I've never been there before. You also have to do the majority of the quest Troll Stronghold, and I'm not going to tell you guys how to get to God Wars Dungeon if you haven't done that, because you will learn in that quest. So you just have to do the quest to the part where you kill the biggest troll. I think his name is Dad or something along those lines. So once you kill him, you will be able to access God Wars Dungeon. You also need either 60 agility or strength in order to move this boulder. Once you've just followed the path I've taken, obviously you'll probably already know where that path is if you've done Edgar's Ruse in order to get that Trollheim teleport. I'm going to run past these wolves, and you will get hit by the cold, and your run will go down. If you have never entered this place before, you need to talk to a wounded soldier there in order to go in. Once you've entered the dungeon, you want to head straight south and a tiny bit to the west. You're going to be killing them in the actual encampment itself, as all the Aviansies that aren't are kind of crowded. And in order to go into Armadill's encampment, you need to have 70 range. That's why some people kill them out here, but that means there's even less people in here. So, yeah, you need 70 range to be able to get in here. And if you're going to be killing these, I would put a minimum requirement at around 70 range. So, I'm going to be killing these in this room. I'll hop because that guy. I usually kill them either around here or right around here, because there's quite a few that spawn over here, or I'll head over here and kill them over here because there's quite a few over here also. Actually, yeah, I think I'm probably going to kill them over here. So yeah, I'll go do that and I'll be back when I'm done. Okay, so in conclusion, I managed to pick up 780k per hour, which turns out to be around 195 adamant bars, so you can check that with the current market price. Make sure to check the actual trading price, because when I sold them, they actually sold for above market price, so that might have played into it. Also, I actually made 260k because I did it for 20 minutes and then multiplied that by 3. I think I might have been able to pick up like a few more adamant bar drops, but because I wasn't paying too close of attention, I wasn't like hardcore killing Aviansies. But I'm overall very impressed with this method. With this gear setup, I did learn that it is better to wear the Armadil, whatever you want to call it, than the snakeskin bandana, because it is a range type headpiece, you could say, and it is higher. The snakeskin is 30 and this is 40, so this actually has better stats and a prayer bonus than the snakeskin bandana. So I definitely recommend this, as it's better stats and it counts as an Armadil item. I did use 1 dose of a super ranging potion while I did this, but it did not last the entire time. I just didn't want to use another one. I had 87 ranged. Well then. Okay, that was weird. Just got a connection lost. But I had 87 ranged, 83 defense, and 85 hit points when I did this. I did find that it was kind of annoying that Zamorak Spiritual Rangers would attack me because I didn't have a Zamorak item. It was fixed when I did the higher level method because I had the Zerite bow. But in this method I had no Zamorak item. So if you could find some way to substitute in a Zamorak item, that might be helpful for you. I ended up getting like 5 Zamorak kill count just from killing them when I didn't want to run away from them. And they actually do some nice damage to you, so it's kind of a bother. Another thing is I did this method's obviously not used for XP, but I did get around 90k XP per hour, which is 60 kills. 90k XP an hour is not actually 60 kills. It was because I also got the 5 Zamorak kill count, because I killed some Gorax and some of those spiritual rangers. But you will kill around 180 of these in an hour, because I killed 60 in 20 minutes. With the higher level setup, I got 365k in 20 minutes, and that is 1.1 mil per hour. So that's really good. That's probably one of the best hourly methods I can do right now that's in the game, because grotworms were destroyed. So that was 348 adamant bars per hour. I got 116 in the 20 minutes. Once I got 150k XP per hour, so that was significantly more. I don't know how many kills that is. I think it was around 275 per hour, if I remember correctly, but I'm not going to guarantee anything on that number of kills because I didn't take a screenshot of my kill count after I did the higher level method, so I'm not sure on that one. But I did keep track of the XP, so I know that that was accurate. So that I would definitely consider doing this method as a money-making method, and not only that, but 150k XP per hour is very decent. So I could maybe do this. I'm definitely doing this as a Slayer task. Do not cancel this task if you get it. Definitely a good task to do. I can't wait to get this task again, because you would also get that added Slayer experience. Once again, I did this with the same stats. I did not level at all during this. I did it in the same area with, again, 1 dose of a super ranging potion. So, yeah. I did not only get adamant bars, I did get 1 Brunite limb drop during the welfare method, and a few Avantos. I did get an Avanto and a Ranar in the higher level method. So you will get some other drops, but not very many. And also during the welfare method, I did not get a rare drop table drop with my Ring of Wealth that I was wearing. So that you might want to take that into account if you're doing a Ring of Wealth, because if you do it for a longer amount of time, there's a higher chance you're going to get that rare drop table drop. So I might have actually gotten one that would have been probably valuable if I had stayed there for longer. So you always have to take those kind of things into account if you're doing something. So yeah, that is all for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please leave a comment on what you thought, and maybe a suggestion for the next real numbers episode of what I should do. Once again, it's any method that is efficient in, or maybe you're not sure if it's efficient, you just want me to test it in getting any sort of gain, whether it be money or XP or anything else. I'll be sure to test it out for you with multiple setups if it is fit to do so. Once again, leave me all sorts of suggestions, maybe a common method you're not sure still makes money or XP. Just let me know in the comment section below. And leave a like, because they really help me out to know if you guys like the videos or not. Believe it or not, if you like it, it means you like it. So, dislike it if you want to, but please do not dislike without telling me why you dislike the video. But if you comment below why you disliked it, feel free to dislike it, because constructive criticism is always good. So that will be all for this video. So until next time, I will see you guys later.